myself again. I was like, oh my God, I did that. I couldn't believe myself. I did it actually.
And then that became, I mean, I was in Tom Tom one night, I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe like 9 months ago,
Yeah.
a year ago. And, Lisa was in the back. You
Yeah.
walked in, I guess,
Yeah.
presumably. And yeah, the whole place was saying, she,
Yeah.
she, darling.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I mean, it's I guess that the phrase came out. A lot of times I just like, having some fun when I meet my clients. I think somebody I just like made the comments, make something really Shi Shi Shi, Kevin Lee, Beverly Hills. And that made such an impact on a lot of people. And I still go around the world and just calling me like, hey, Shi, Kevin. One time I was in London, Heathrow Airport, and then behind my back, it's calling me. It's like, Shi, Kevin. Kevin is right there. It's like, oh my God, I'm in London. Who's calling me? One time, even Dubai. I was in Dubai, an airport. This Arab guy is calling me. It's like, oh my God, do they air the Housewives show in even Dubai? They said yes. They all know me. It's like I stunned by it. So what I'm saying is I was so thrilled that I did that. You know what I mean? I guess somehow that things that you do, things that you don't even know.
Do you have clients in like the real world that are not famous that hire you that say, just give us a little she, that they want you to say it, they want you to have
All
their
the time.
moment?
All the time. Yes. Yes, they love it.
Were you shocked? Because, like, look, you've worked with, like, Oprah, the Kardashians,
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, so many people,
Yeah,
Tom Cruise.
a lot of celebrities, yes.
But when
yes,
this episode airs, did Beverly Hills, like, did being on the Housewives, did that change your business? Did that explode it? Or, I mean, you were so established before that.
Explored it tremendously. For sure, yes. By far, explored it tremendously. Yeah. For sure, yes.
Were you shocked at, like, what is this reality show with my friend Lisa Vanderpump? Because that's a big, right?
Yeah. It really shocked me, yes. More than getting the more business, that this more than anything as I really loved it about that started recognizing me, who I am,
Yeah.
who is the Kevin Lee. The real Kevin Lee they found out. That they know me who I was, but they really found who I am. That's the most important thing in your life. So that's why I'm sitting here with you as well. Otherwise, I won't be here. So, that made huge difference to me. Yes.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I've heard you on, like, wedding podcasts,
Yes.
and that's the business and party
Yes,
planning.
yes.
But yes, I mean, I don't know if I would be wanting to talk to you otherwise. But,
that's what I'm saying.
the more
Yeah.
your design and what you do is so interesting to me, too. But yes, it really is.
Definitely. Yeah.
Was that the first time you met Lisa, like, at Pandora's wedding, or, like, did you guys know each other before, or was it really on camera? I mean, not that it matters, I'm just curious.
I be honest with you, she was a lovely lady. I met her a few times because I done a few parties in there's Beverly Park is one of the billionaires' homes in Beverly Hills, a gated community, most homes are like a 70, 80, $100 million homes.
Right.
I mean, there's some massive homes there. I have a few clients had parties, and at least I came a few times, so I met her a few times, but not as like a client base at all. As whenever you see a lot of people at the parties, like, hello, how are you? My clients interesting me. The Kevin is here, and he's the party planner. Please, whenever future ever parties, that's how I met her. But when I got a call from Lisa, I said, Kevin, you have to do my daughter's wedding. I just like, oh my God, of course, have to deliver the right thing for her. So,
what was your first impressions of Lisa?
You meet a lot of celebrities in your life, and a lot of times you think like, oh my God, that must be so fake. As you know, real world, Hollywood world are two different things. When you look at Hollywood people, as in front of the cameras, that must be fake. That can be real. But when I really, I didn't know anything about Lisa Vanderpump at all personally, but I get to know her personally. She's a really real person. She's a really genuine, beautiful, wonderful lady. She loves animals, and she's a really hardworking woman that I never met in my life, seriously. She's really truthfully one of the genuine ladies I've ever met in my life. I'm really admiring her a lot, actually.
On the show, when there was that joke, and she said $150,000 for Pandora's wedding, and you said Beverly Hills, it's $1 million. Like, what is the average wedding in Beverly Hills cost?
I say every wedding costs you average. There's nothing average, but I can say average most people spend in Beverly Hills 600,000, lowest 600,000 to million. That's the average in Beverly Hills. Yeah.
Wow.
So a lot of times in United States, like people are calling me and ask me. I said, what's your budget? It's like 30, 40,000. I go, where is budgets coming from? Be honest with you, there's people that are doing for $30,000, $40,000 weddings. I cannot figure things out. Be honest with you, because I'm not in the caliber. I don't never do that kind of weddings. I haven't done it. So when the people ask me their budget, it's hard to say because I don't want to be jaded. I don't want to say I don't do less than certain amount of money, but things are so pricey these days. Labor is so high, and the average weddings are what I do in Beverly Hills and around the world also. I cannot take certain clientele that are what I do because it's not about trying to make money or profit or anything. What I do, I need a certain price range to work on. And also things that are what I do is one of kind of weddings and parties. I need the budget to work with, that budget to make it something like, when you walk in, just like, wow, this is the party to go. And I have a lot of clients like that. And it's not that I'm jaded. I don't want to do any less than certain budget. It doesn't matter. It's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. It doesn't make a difference to me. The money doesn't make a difference to me in my life at all. You need a certain budget to work with. And then there's certain budget that you work with. You have to have a set in your something kind of rules. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. There's a lot of people out there that can do the same thing for much less money. I cannot say they cannot do the same thing, but they do weddings for parties for much less money. Then they go to that kind of planners they can handle. Because I'm in a way higher bracket in the delivering much higher expectation of weddings and parties.
Yeah.
There's a difference. So I cannot deliver the people expectations so high for such a low budget. I cannot create that because I'm not a magician. I need a budget to work with, and at a certain budget, it will make the difference. And I cannot work with lower budget weddings because I'm not in the caliber with the wedding planner. So
It's just not you. You
It's
need
not
that
me.
wow factor.
yeah, I do. Yes.
So even though there's not a number that you would say no to, like just based on what you need to accomplish, what is the minimum that you think you could work with? Like if someone were going to call you.
Yeah, it's not about the minimum at all. Put it this way. When I sit down with my client, I told you, I can tell in 10 minutes she's my right client or the wrong client. For instance, about a couple of months ago, oh my God,